Every system has defenses, policies, safeguards, training programs, equipment checks, supervisor approvals. Now imagine each of those defenses is a slice of Swiss cheese. Each slice has holes, moments where the defenses can fail. Most of the time, the holes don't line up. The hazard hits a slice and stops. But occasionally, just occasionally, every hole lines up perfectly. And that is the moment disaster travels straight through. That image is James Reason's Swiss cheese model, and it changed how the world thinks about safety in aviation, medicine, nuclear power, and beyond. Well, James Reason was a British psychologist working in the late 1980s and 1990s. He was studying not just workplace accidents but catastrophic organizational failures. Chernobyl, the Challenger disaster, major aviation crashes. He noticed something. These were not the result of one person making one terrible mistake. They were the results of multiple small failures at multiple levels of an organization that happened to align at the same moment. He published in his model in 1990 in a book called Human Error. The Swiss cheese metaphor came later, but the idea became one of the most cited safety framework in the world. Well, Reason described two types of failure that create the hole in the cheese: active failures and latent condition. Let's break it down. Active failure, well, these are the mistakes made by the person at the sharp end, the pilot who enters the wrong altitude, the surgeon who operates on the wrong side, the forklift driver who speeds. These failures have an immediate visible effect. Latent condition include, and these are the hidden failure lurking inside the organization, like poor system design, inadequate training, excessive production pressure, equipment that was never maintained properly. These conditions sit silently in the system, creating hole in the defensive slices, sometimes for years before they matter. The distinction is everything. Active failure are easy to see. Latent conditions are nearly invisible until it's too late. Reason argued that investing in finding and fixing latent conditions is far more powerful than punishing active failure. You can discipline one worker, but the latent condition that set them up to fail, it will set up the next worker too. Consider a medication error in a hospital. Slice 1, prescribing. A doctor prescribed the wrong dose. A hole, the defense fails. Slice 2, pharmacy check. The pharmacist is overworked and distracted. Another hole, the defense fails. Slice 3, nurse verification. The nurse is following a rushed handover. Another hole, defenses fail. Slice 4, patient identity check. Skip due to time pressure. All four holes line up. The patient receives the wrong medication. Now, who is responsible? The nurse who administered it? The doctor who prescribed it? Or the hospital that created staffing levels and time pressure that made all four holes possible simultaneously? Reasons answer. The system created the accident. The individuals were the mechanism, not the root cause. Reason also taught us that not all defenses are equal. Hard defenses, like physical, are engineered. For instance, a lock gate, an automatic shut-off wall, a software interlock. These don't happen on a human remembering to act. While soft defenses are procedural and behavior, like a checklist, a briefing, a verbal confirmation. These depend on people, and people under stress, fatigue, or pressure create holes. The implication is clear. Rely on hard defenses for your highest risk scenario. Soft defenses alone are not enough. This is why modern safety systems layer multiple defenses and specifically audit for latent conditions, the threats you cannot yet see. The Swiss cheese model does something that no earlier theory quite managed. It shifts blame away from individual entirely and places it on systems and organizations. It asks, what condition did we create? that made this accident inevitable? That is deeply uncomfortable question for management. And it is exactly the right one to ask. In the next episode, we go deeper into the organizational level and look at how the entire company structure, from director to worker, share responsibility through the internal responsibility model. Stay tuned and subscribe for more videos.